gotta be kidding me. You always gotta hate that King Boom Boom for how powerful he is. I just got too close to the fire there. Oh boy, I'm really losing speed right here. We gotta try to get some positions back if we're out the last little bit of this race. Oh no! God, that was stupid. And looks like we're gonna finish in 6th place this time. So we about finished in the middle of the field. So we are gonna get 7 points right there. It's not that horrible right here for where we ended up at in this race, but could have been a little bit better. Alright, we're on to the final race now for this Grand Prix. So anyways, let's get ready to go through all these tracks one by one for each lap and see what happens here.
Don't count me out yet.
Don't you dare push me like that. Oh, come on! Are you kidding me? Alright, we're at least ahead of our rival right now. We still got a little bit of catching up to do. So there's still time. Alright, all comes down to the final lap right now. Oh boy, we're slide. Oh, come on! That was so wrong right there, how we got pushed off the track there. Now, I might be worried that we might not win this. Come on, we at least gotta try to get a few spots back. Oh, monster truck. That'll be handy right here. And it's gonna be 7th place. So 6 points right there for that last race. And Knuckles still beat me right there on that one. I only lost that due to the stupid moment right here where I was pushed off. My God.
Hey, you tried. I'm just better.
Whoever did that to me, that was just not nice. So we finished in second place overall right here on the first 2 Grand Prix. But hopefully third time is the charm that we do get a win here. But we'll see what happens. Alright, but anyways, now for the next character that Dominic requested me to play as here for this final segment. He wants me to play as Storm, who's basically one of the members of the Babylon Rogues in the Sonic Riders games. And we're going to go with the power type vehicle here this time. And for this next Grand Prix, Dominic requested me to use the Trail Runner. Now this is one of these Grand Prix where we're actually going to be using a standard vehicle right here, and no custom one this time. And once again, I'm not going to lower the rival level down. Alright, so it looks like Sage is going to be our rival now. And the next Grand Prix that Dominic requested is the Coral Grand Prix. Alright, starting off at Urban Canyon here for race 1. Alright, let's see how this goes. I'll take a boost. Oh boy, that's gonna leave a mark. Alright, we're off to Digital Circuit for lap 2. And we're back to a frenzy, and we have unlimited boosts right here this time. in first place to start this Grand Prix.
Victory is mine!
So we will get ourselves 15 points. Alright, let's move on to race 2. Alright, we're going to Market Street now. And there is still a red ring that I'm missing right here on this track. I do know where it is, but I've just been having a rough time trying to get to it. Let's go to the random track right here. Oh, we're in Bell Harbor. If you guys know me, I usually like picking random tracks for lap 2 whenever I'm in first place. Sage is right out in front of me as we're heading into the final lap, but let's see if we have what it takes to try to catch up to her. Oh, we were very close right there to win that race, but second place is still pretty good. Alright, 12 points for that one. We currently have the overall lead by 2 points right now. Alright, now let's see what happens in the third race here. And now we're off to Coral Town. jeez, what the heck was that? Did I just miss the two people that were out in front or hear me when I used that spinning wheel? That was such a bummer. Oh, we're back to Urban Canyon right here, which was the first track that we were on for this Grand Prix. Oh, come on! Somebody caught part of my car with that spinning wheel. What the heck? How was I supposed to know I was there? Alright, third place for that one.
It's better than nothing, I guess.
So this time we are going to get 10 points. Now Sage has the overall lead by 3 points over me right now. But we still got one more race to settle it here. Alright, time once again to go through all these tracks in this Grand Prix and go through them one by one for each lap.
Just as I calculated.
Alright, hopefully we have what it takes to try to be our rival this time. It just depends on how our luck will go here in this last race. There's a boost. Alright, so good thing I saved up that boost a little bit right there so I can avoid getting hurt by something that was going to appear from that warp ring. Alright, one lap to go here. Oh, that was perfect timing there for me to bring out that twister, so I can avoid getting hurt by that weight. Okay, that was kind of weird of how I got airborne there for a second, but at least we're fine. Let's go and bring out the shield. There we go! First place is ours.
Victory is mine!
So we do get the first place bonus in that last race of 18 points. And this time, we will pull off the win overall with 55 points. So after we have bad luck out there in the first two Grand Prix, we will take that victory in this third one. So now we get to go to an award ceremony.
You can't handle a pro like me!
Alright, anyways, that's 3 Grand Prix done right now. We still have 2 more to go in this final segment, so let's see how well we do in this next one, shall we? Alright, anyways, next up for the characters Dominic requested here for this final segment. He wanted me to use one of the DLC characters, and it's actually going to be one of the newer ones out here that was recently released a little while ago. And this time, we're going to play as Errol. And if you guys don't know who she is, she's basically from the Puyo Puyo series. And it's kind of interesting that when you do select arrow, there's like a little honk sound right here. I'm not really too sure what they were coming up with that, but it's kind of funny. Alright, but anyways, to go with Arrow herself right here, Dominic did request that I use Arrow's vehicle here for this Grand Prix, which is the Twinkle Bayon. I think that's how you pronounce it right here, but I'm not really 100% sure. But either way, this is what we're going to be using next. Alright, so now we're back to choosing 2 different rivals. Alright, we'll go with Vector as our next rival. And for the next Grand Prix that Dominic requested, we are going to do the A Grand Prix. Alright, we're starting this Grand Prix off at the Dapa factory.
You can always back out. No? Then we'll see this through.
So as you can see with this kind of vehicle right here that we are using now, there's basically a green blob from Puyo Puyo in the back right here, which fits in very, very well for her Arrow right here. So it's like I said, she is from Puyo Puyo. And apparently Dominic has been into Puyo Puyo a little bit from what I have heard, so yeah, he's really been liking this kind of DLC character ever since she was first added into the game. Ah, god dang it. That was a really bad hit there.
Think you can keep up from here?
Okay, where are we going here for lap 2? Oh, looks like the Golden Temple. And the cool thing is with the stunts with Arrow, there's these cool little sound effects that do play, kind of like how the lobs do drop right here in the Puyo Puyo games. I haven't played too much of the Puyo Puyo games myself out here, but they still are pretty nice puzzle games from what I have experienced. Mainly from what I do know. I have played a game out here that is very similar to Puyo Puyo called Kirby's Avalanche, and if you guys don't know, I actually do have that game on my Wii Virtual Console. It was basically originally released for the SNES, and from what I played out of Kirby's Avalanche, I do say that is pretty fun right here from what I have experienced here. It does have a pretty good storyline, and it does have some really nice multiplayer experience from what I've tried out on some occasions. Alright, not a bad way to start off this Grand Prix, as we ended up coming in second in the first race. Alright, so that is 12 points right there to start with.
Just gotta keep the momentum.
So my rival finished ahead of me in that first race, but it's still only a matter of time who comes out on top here. But anyways, let's go to race 2, in which we are now heading off to one of my personal favorite tracks, Aqua Forest. Anytime I come to this track, it's always a lot of fun right here, especially with the music that they do have in there. And I do know Dominic really likes this track a lot as well, like I do. I can certainly tell that this is going to be a fun race right here for sure. But along with Kirby's Avalanche that I do have on my Wii Virtual Console for the SNES, there's also another game out there that is also very similar to Puyo Puyo that I have heard about, which is Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine for the Sega Genesis. And yeah. Well, it is very similar to Puyo Puyo as well. That game I just sadly was never able to get on my Virtual Console at all right here. That would have been very nice right here, but I just didn't really have a whole lot of interest in getting it back at the time before adding Wii points were discontinued. It's a shame that you cannot access the Wii Shop channel anymore ever since early 2019, but if it was still around, I would have gladly kept buying some Virtual Console WiiWare games that I really wanted to try out. But either way, I'm still pretty proud of all those games that I was able to get on there nonetheless. And while I never downloaded Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine on the Virtual Console, they at least do have that game on the Sega Genesis application for Nintendo Switch Online. coming for you, Vector. I wasn't even trying to go through that warp ring right here, but it's alright. Why I'm saying that is because I have learned right here that that warp ring, even though it is mainly useful right here on some tracks, this one kind of costs you a little bit of time if you do go through that. So it's better to just not take it, to try to make your way through this track as quickly as you can. But anyways, we do get the win this time in first place.
Incredible!
Alright, 15 points coming our way right there. Alright, now it's time for race 3. And we're heading off to Eggman Expo now. Oh my god! Somebody call apart my car.